Hey guys, today we'll discuss prepositions of time. I've already made a video on prepositions and prepositional phrases. I will link that in the description box below. So today, let me explain what is a preposition. Then we'll talk about prepositions of time. So in this picture, we have two fishes in the pot. One fish is above the pot, one fish is below the pot, and one fish is besides the pot. I know it's not possible for the fish to be below or above out of the water, but don't worry, it's just for an example. So above, in, below, besides, all these words are prepositions. Therefore, prepositions are words that shows relationship between nouns and pronouns. It shows how noun and pronoun are connected to some other words in the sentence. In other words, prepositions are short words like on, in, above, besides, below that usually stands in front of a noun. So, on, at, in, these prepositions are common words which we use in a sentence to talk about positions of different things, and same prepositions we use to talk about place and time. So in this video, we'll discuss how we could use these prepositions as a preposition of time. Let's start with preposition on. On is commonly used to show something being on a surface. It shows position. Like in this sentence, fruits are on the table. So in this sentence, preposition on shows being on a surface. On is also a preposition of a time. On is used to show days of the week. In this sentence, I have an interview on Monday. So in this sentence, preposition on is used before days of the week. We could use on to discuss certain days of the week. Next example, the interview is on 20th December. So preposition on is also used with specific dates, like in this sentence, speaker is using on with specific date. Next example, we will have a huge party on New Year's Eve. Preposition on is also used with special days, such as New Year's Eve, or in second example, I will wear a beautiful dress on my wedding day. So in second example, speaker is using on with my wedding day. It's a special day for the speaker. So preposition on is the same word which we use to show something being on the surface. Only we are using it in a different way. It allows us to discuss specific time periods. So we are using preposition on to show something being on the surface. Then we are using it with specific days of the week. We are using it with specific dates, and we are using it with special days. Now let's discuss preposition in. The basic use of preposition in is to show something is inside the room, building, town, or the country. Same word, preposition in is used to talk about specific time. Preposition in is used with months, years, seasons, longer period of time. Let's see example. The coffee is in the kitchen. In this sentence, speaker is using in to show something inside the room. That's kitchen. Second example, we are going to visit France in May. Now in this sentence, we are using preposition in to talk about a specific month. That's May. Preposition in is a preposition of time. So be careful, use preposition in with months, not on. We cannot say we are going to visit France on May. Next example, I was born in winter. As I have already mentioned, in is used with seasons. So preposition in also used with seasons. Next example, I was born in the morning. So in this sentence, in shows part of the day, in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. Preposition in is used with part of the days. Next example, I was born in 1995. Preposition in also used with years, like in this sentence, or we could say, I'm planning to visit London in 2018 or 2019. Next example, I was born in February. Preposition in is used with months. In also used to show after a certain period of time, like in this sentence, I'll be there in an hour. So we could use in to talk about part of the days with seasons or months, and finally with years. Now let's talk about preposition at. So at is a preposition of time, and at is used to discuss clock time, holidays and festivals, and other very specific time frames such as at night. So in this sentence, we will visit museum at 8. Preposition at allows you to tell when things are taking place. It will allow you to specify clock time. Next example, we are going to visit at night. Preposition at allows us to discuss specific time frame, including exceptions such as at night. At night is an exception. What did you do at the weekend? So we could use preposition at with weekends in British English. So preposition at allows you to tell others when things are taking place. Next sentence, there is a meeting at 4:30. So preposition at is used to show an exact time, or you may say particular time. Next example, we'll meet at lunchtime. In this sentence, at lunchtime also means particular time or exact time. So we could use at lunchtime, at dinner time, or at breakfast. So preposition of time are the same words as preposition of place. However, they are used in a different way. You can easily distinguish these prepositions as they allow us to discuss time rather than place. Before we finish, I would like to bring some points in focus. For example, in this sentence, we will visit China next week. We usually do not use any preposition with next, next week, next year, next month. It's not valid to say we will visit China on next week. It's not valid. Our sentence will be grammatically wrong. Next example, I prepared dinner last night. So with last night or last year, we cannot use any preposition. We cannot say at last night. Sentence will be grammatically wrong. So do not use any preposition with last night, last year or last month. Next example, I heard the news this morning. There is no preposition with this morning or this month because this is an adjective and we don't need to use preposition before adjective this. I like to drink coffee every day. Same thing, do not use any preposition if you are using every day or every night or every year. It's not valid to use any preposition before every. Last example, we will meet today. Again, there is no preposition with today, tomorrow or yesterday. So you can learn rules when to use which preposition by looking them in a dictionary. Today we have discussed most frequently used preposition of time.